MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Minnesota Twins.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who will get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Stepping up now, D. Gordon. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Lays off 1-0.
Wow. Only the second pitch of the game tonight, and that's called a ball? This looks like it could be very good for the hitters tonight.
The 1-0 home. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Reined in. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush his throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And, oh, that gets him on the mound. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there.
That is good. Catcher.
Ready now, Gary Sanchez. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. From the belt, the pitch. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. So 1-1. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. One run is scored. he is in there.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he hits one on a line to left field. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Sanchez at second. Stanton at first with no outs. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. The 1-2. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay. Throw won't get him.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. 3 runs already home here.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Very weakly on the ground.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Batting 8, first baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-run RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive play was all over.
So striding forward now, D. Gordon. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead this one 5-0. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Carlos Rodon is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's only improved. If he brings all three of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
Settling in now, Jorge Polanco.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Line hard. Toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple. He's set. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Chopped weakly to the left. Gregorius is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Dozier, originally from Mississippi, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to do.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On to the second inning now from Minneapolis. It's the Yankees 5 and the Twins 2. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Grossman has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
At the plate, Didi Gregorius. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. Coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. And lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Ground ball right into the shift. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still out in front. Stepping into the box, Kenny Vargas. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Robbie Grossman is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Count even at 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Broxton's under it. 2 down. Eduardo Escobar standing in to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and it's a foul ball. They'll try again, 1-2. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail 5-2.
Leading off for the Yankees, designated hitter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Buxton racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. slapped hard the opposite way. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike one. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. The 2-2. On the ground is short. This could be two. The Dozier for one. Relay to first in time, and just like leading off the inning, Mitch Garver, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-1 home. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Center fielder, number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed for strike number two.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Again, another foul ball.
When you have two strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do him down.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Here's the 0-2. Popped him up. Gregorius is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Twins wind up stranding one, and the deficit remains 5-2. Here's Tyler Austin now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Austin aboard here at first with nobody out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. To Dozier for one. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now. Digging in now for the Yankees, D. Gordon. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now starting to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the... The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Brian Dozier. He popped out in his first trip. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2-2.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Eddie Rosario. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And that's the second out.
First baseman, number 19, Kenny Vargas.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kenny Vargas comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Here's a strike. Popped him up. Austin in foul ground. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. Down go the Twins in order. They trail 5-2. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Number 25.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Grossman is right there. 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2. Popped up. Sano is calling for it. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And right into the shift. But a foul ball here, 0-1. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His 3rd home run of this series as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Up next for the Yankees,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
designated hitter, Giancarlo
And it's fouled away. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. High chopper towards first. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's now 6-2 New York. Here's Robbie Grossman. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looped out toward third. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar.
Next will be the designated hitter, Eduardo Escobar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. To third. Andahar brings it in. Throw on the first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Up next for the Twins, catcher.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Torres brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Tyler Duffy takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Here's Miguel Andahar now. As he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is is laid off for ball 2. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 2-1. Hot shot to third. Sano right there. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tyler Austin.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Austin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. And this one misses for ball 4, and the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Keon Broxton, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set, and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Now the 1-0 runs a bit inside for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Austin on second. Broxton on at first with 2 down. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rosario is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 6-2. Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. 2 runs on 2 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way is pitch number 75. And that misses 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Brian Dozier would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Judge is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now
the new pitcher to tell you about now is it'll be the hard-throwing Fernando Rodney that gets the nod here. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Number 25.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. A bouncer up the middle. To his left, Polanco. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Didi Gregorius. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. Started that swing a bit too early.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez.
And he'll swing and send a chopper to third.
Sano charging this one. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 6-2. Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Number 2, Brian Dozier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but this is a foul ball. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and a 1-0 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, this pitcher's been absolutely in his zone up until this point. That was a retired streak, just broken up. He had retired 12 batters in a row. That's 4 clean innings. Let's see if the offense gets going.
In now, Kenny Vargas. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Rosario, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Runners on first with one down. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's Robbie Grossman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And there's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Runner on first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two-2 pitch just missed.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Good at bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Chad Green brought in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Eduardo Escobar standing in, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit hard to third. Andujar's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twin strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Trevor May has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. Dozier has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Standing in, Aaron Judge. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. May, 28 years old. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in now, Miguel Andujar. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Two out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hit sharply toward the right side. Grossman is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Ready for another chance? Mitch Garver. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Garver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball that just misses inside. The 1-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The center fielder, number 25.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Byron Buxton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man. Green rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The 2-1 home. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitch.
Throw over to first. Runner back standing. Buxton leads off first with one away. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of baseball on MLB Network. Trevor Hildenberger enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Austin. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of his zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hildenberger stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was taken in the 22nd round during the 2014 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. 1 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
you could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's D. Gordon now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup right down the middle.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. The 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. Slow roller out to short. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Ro?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely. Stepping in now, Gleyber Torres. Pitches high, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. High in the air out to center field. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees lead it 6-2. Ricardo Rodriguez, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
At the plate, Miguel Sano. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 2, Brian Dozier.
Striding in once again, Brian Dozier, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Dozier. Three and 1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
The 3-1 pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first will get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now the 2-1. The count now at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Final strike for the Twins. Hit hard up the middle. And the Yankees have cleared their first hurdle. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 40,000. A reminder that extra light rail trains from the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field.